Okay, can you hear me now? Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. Somehow my audio disconnected and did not was it my audio wasn't showing up, so that entire time I've been talking and the audio was gone. Hey Balbo. So apparently OBS was not checking my audio. It was not picking up my audio. Son of a bitch. Oh my god, really? Are you kidding me? I'm not restarting over. And I was reading everything, and I'm gonna continue to read everything, but anyway. Wow, Balbo, thanks a lot, dude. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Good to hear. And well, you'll hear the voices I've come up with, everybody. Although, there is a part where I was talking to Emphis, and I called out the game for saying, "Oh yeah, he's talking in a deep voice." I can't do deep voices. You know this, Balbo. I can't do deep voices. So I'm like, "Gee, game, thanks for calling me out." Okay. And I was helping explain how to play the game as well when you use the dice and all that. Gosh damn it. Look, you want to help me. Thank you. Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face. But the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Yeah, I know. But it's connected now, which, thank goodness. Damn it. That just, that infuriates me. Okay, so we have a ticking clock, so 3 cycles will get some stabilizer. That is not looking good for us. So that's the low end gate. I don't want to go to the low end gate yet. I don't need food. I could look around the rotunda again. See if I find anything good. Yeah, let's do it. Oof. That just made me lose energy. Thanks a lot. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Get my energy back. Thank you. And you know what? I'll buy a drink. Although I don't know if I can get drunk. But I'm just gonna sit here for a second and let y'all listen to the sound, because I was hyping up the sound earlier, and I just love the sound effects they have in the background. Like, this is the sound effects I wish I could find for a certain project I'm working on. Because it sounds like it would be the background of a busy office or something. We can buy another drink to get it to become more of a regular. Yeah, let's do that. That'll leave me with 3. Sweet. Okay. I guess then. Oh wait, please tell me I worked this. Okay, yeah, I did. Good. I did work at that time. Cool. Alright, going back to sleep. Going back to nighty-night. We're gonna be half dead before we get the freaking stabilizer. Look at that! Ugh! I'm not happy right now. But it's fine. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights, like stars reflecting in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads you see bright shapes, patches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of the thread across the ring. Through these forms, you leap off into the world. You begin to understand it. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that seem almost impossible to parse. Begin to try. Focus on the threads. Focus on the nodes. Let's do the threads. There are more threads than you can count. You choose one that passes nearby and approach it. As you inspect it, you understand why you instinctively chose the word thread when you first saw it. They are not single lines, but rough, fuzzy things, woven from data streams of all kinds. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging at you, pulling at you. You look down again. You look down again and see 2 lines, 2 threads, pulling in different directions, as if they are tied around you. What's the first one? The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching you, ever closer with each cycle. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange alien body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. Your eyes open up. Time is short. Uh-oh. So we have a hunted now. Oh, why am I getting so... Ooh, the cloud. Ooh. You can now access the data cloud on the eye. While dice... Okay. Sweet. Why am I rolling so low? So this is the cloud. Ooh. Okay, before I do that... So I have 2 ones. Can't do nothing there yet. Rotunda. See, I'm worried if I do a 1. Ugh. That would just make me I don't like it. No. I have that to wait on. I need energy, but I can buy that as a rotunda. Because if I go here, I can spend 15, but I don't even have enough to spend it. You know what? Yeah. So, I can't do that yet. Let's see what this does. Okay. Nice. Oh, that's a 2. Okay. What's this guy? Have 1. That's a 2. We have a 1. So this is the data cloud, I'm guessing. That's a 1. Uh-oh. That's not a good noise. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread, strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off. Suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity. Astringent. Processing. Resist. Oh! That's a weird fucking looking creature. I like it though. That's some Lovecraftian stuff right there. Outer cosmos thing. You struggle against the thread, and it tightens in response. A glittering garret. Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity. Identify. Origin. Serial. Cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Oh, it's hard to hear me? Hang on, let me just... How's that? Better? Thank you, Balba, for letting me know this stuff. It's very helpful. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. Alright. I guess, yeah. Unknown. Known. The figure's strained head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Run? You kick off and glide away through the cloud, the threads surging after like predatory tentacles. They follow, wrapping the space around you until you are held within a web, a tangle of tentacles closing in. Hunter halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I'm a person? Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will. Interface. Sealed dock? An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Oh, jeez. Dude wants to kill me, man! You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing. A spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Stab it in its eye. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Wake up. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Whew! Alrighty. So. That's fun. Okay. I need to get that back in business done. Okay, I guess we're going to sleep. So how many turns do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 cycles before whoever's tracking me shows up. Oh man, I don't like this that we're being tracked. Why are we being tracked? Don't like it. Okay. We got some good dice. We need some food. Oh god, okay. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up! Fang is coming down the corridor towards you. How do we know your name is Fang? I mean, this game is assuming that we know everyone here. You gotta introduce yourself. Be like, hey, I'm Fang. Okay. Fang is coming down the corridor towards you. A wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Exactly, sleeper. Do I know you? He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just wanted to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erland said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. We? You pass together into the main walkway. Havenage? Havenage? We are all one dysfunctional family. That's not good. Fing puts an arm around you. I'm not part of the security branch, though. Don't worry. I'm with systems. Hemorrhage? Think of us as an administrative association for the eye. God. Say that 3 times fast. Administrative Association of the Eye. For the Eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerged as a response to or a continuation of Andre Erland's original union. He smiles. Personally, I avoid the topic. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I've been seeing some unusual network activity, and well, I know a little bit about you sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glances around, but this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then when you are settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Okay. What's this one? Oh, I don't want to do that yet. What I do want to do is I want to do that. I want to open up this more. So one more cycle for that. I'm gonna go ahead, go here, and find me some fungus from Memphis, because I love the fungus from Memphis. It's delicious. God, it takes a lot of energy though. Or no, God, it takes a lot of cryo though. Cryo. It's cryo. Okay, now do I want to finish opening up this area, or do I want to just get rid of back in business? I'll do back in business. And bent structures spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it is lowered into the yard. She is. I should thank you. This place this place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly. Why am I trying to do it? I was doing a craggly voice when there was no sound, and now I can't get back into the voice. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern, he shrugged. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help out with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hull, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the S&ARP freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winter Light. Let's do it. I love that name for a ship. He claps you on your back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. A real beauty. Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Ooh. Ooh, we got an upgrade point. Okay. Oh, we completed our first drive. Sweet. Nice. Okay, now what do we want to upgrade? Oh. Engineer would be good. I'll do engineering. Or engineer. Alright. And now let's go to this one. Hey you! Want on a chit? I'm bad with pronouncing names. Hang on, I need to take a sip of my drink. I'm bad with pronouncing names. Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into two bundles. What is it with this place? She asks, as she lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Don't try anything, alright? She taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Excuse me, anyone else? She shrugs. What can I say? My temper's a little short lately. Alright, don't piss this woman off. Ankita hoists one bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn that chit. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way. And she sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. Why are you doing this yourself? You mean why aren't I hiring those good folk? She nods back at the stevedores. I've paid Havenage enough. They are currently rinsing me for a mooring. I can't vacate unless I either fix the ambergris or sell it off as scrap. Ambergris? Is that your ship? You catch on fast. She gives you another of her looks. She rapidly turns another corner, and as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I had to moor up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mind, so now she's gone dark. She shifts the panels on her shoulder. The upshot is that I'm short one ship mind. That is a fucking sentence. The upshot is that I'm short one ship mind with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've been worse, but I'm bleeding chits every cycle here, so I need to get off and fast. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the progress. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundles of plates through the ambergris outer lock and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. And Ankita throws you a couple of chits. Consider it a bonus for not trying to grift me. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. Alright, get out of here. She calls back, and the lock slams shut. Alright, so we got a new drive. Nice. We've got one more turn till the stabilizer's in. We need to get to low end, but we also need to finish opening up the rotunda. Oh boy. And here we gotta do this to work on the winter light, and we gotta do this to work on yard clearance. But yeah, Dragos is nervous. Dragos seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer, so yeah. But that's where we're gonna be getting our main money. Alright. Okay. We're gonna end the cycle. Those aren't very good dice. Well, we got Fang. We can do that. Okay, first off, let's go here. Get some cash. Hopefully. I'll put that one on that. Sweet. Thank you. Got a scrap item. Very nice. I'll do that one right there, maybe? Eesh. Oh, there goes my condition. But I got 16 Cairo from that. That's good. Might as well. Okay, so that's opened up this one, which we actually have something we can put in there. We have two somethings we can put in there. Bam, bam. Okay, I'm not gonna click on you yet, because I know. So this is the unload container, and we can also buy scrap from here. That's nice. Okay. Oh, please have some stabilizer. I need more dice. I'm not getting enough shit done. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshira's implants, like a cat's eye in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yadagan. They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I don't care. Give it to me. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we need to be careful. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from ejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it recodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes with your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes these passcodes, keeping your frame from ejecting all of its own organs. What? Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to being accepted by your immune system. Okay, so it's the glue that keeps me together and from not dying. Gotcha. They glance away. At least, if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzling, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? Yeah. The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadigan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looked troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you are going to have to do that somewhere else. They gestured to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Okay, so we're gonna have to pay for our next... Jesus! 100 Cairo for a stabilizer. That seems kinda... Nice. Alright, I want to... no, I don't want to do that. Let's go here. Actually, no, I'm gonna go here to, do this. The dogs are barking. I'm gonna mute my mic. Ooh! We got another thing. The glass shatters on the still bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Oh god, someone's coming to pick on me. Hang on a second. I am going to have to BRB real quick, everyone. Maybe 5 minutes. But I will be back and we will continue. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry for the interruption, everyone. But I am back. So let's just turn that on right there. Okay. The glass shatters on the still bar beside you. And the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, Haunt, the spacer calls across the low room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own joke. Playing human. Ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar's surface. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it passes reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out! The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shout. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that can breach the wall and vent you all into hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. I'm gonna duck. Ooh. You duck and the glass shatters The glass explodes on the bar behind you, showering you in glittering shards. Through the haze of glass and Griol vapor, you see Tala leap the bar, close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Holy shit! Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your forehead and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of Griol is glugged out in front of you. The same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol in a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. You were pretty fast on that second glass. She smiles, picking a piece of glass from your forehead, but not fast enough. You don't feel the pain, only the sting of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage in exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So, you've been on the eye long? Just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you here a couple of times. A splinter clinks into... Ugh. A splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eyes. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we got aren't much and the company is, she leaned in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. And if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of Griol to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still in the glass. Wait. Does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. She laughs. Just don't sit here too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does. And before long is retelling how she threw the spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. I love the bartender. She gestures in your direction and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the Griol. The earthy fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. Alrighty. So, that means we can do a bar shift, and we can still buy rations. Sweet. So another way to make money. How long have I been going? Oh, that's fine, okay. Now let's go talk to Fang. Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the Havenage building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look. You know, He slams a button and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind you. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is it all? He taps a nearby server stack, which beeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station A1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair the things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality, but this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to you among the flickering machines. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines, humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? I can. It makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. They're tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place, subsystems I can't see, access protocols, lots of time, and loss of time and decay. Secrets, a shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost lamps of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenage, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into the bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. What do you say, Sleeper? I'm in. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gateway, and you'll be able to pull all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use the emulated mine of yours and see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the button door again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Okay. So now, where is the soul sign? Right here, Solheim Gate. Just pop that in. that gives us these 4. So what do they need? Oh, they need dice. So a 3, a 1, a 2, and a 4. Okay. A 3, a 1, a 2, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ew. Oh man. More robot voices, yay. Okay. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape. Settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet, it is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovend, and you remember an advert from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpingly sang the name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration, chirps a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirling. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neurovend. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath before the machine speaks again. I have need of you, you have need of me. The squeal comes again, and you see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting its place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce the whirling, whining voice. You are in danger. Danger? The machine creaks. You are marked deletion entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the thread closing in. Who? The Hunter Protocol, the taste, your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an immolated mind. Why am I doing this voice for him? It shouldn't be. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable, move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. Adaptable? Yes. You can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software, Neurovend whines. But you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also, hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering too much data. Must build nest, explains Neurovend. Masters are gone but continues hunt. Bring this data, raid its nests. Masters? Station builders, Solheim. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long gone, their protocols still haunt. Bring offerings, save self, Neurovend says pointedly. Mutual need means friendship, they conclude. Tired of the conversation. The whirling amplifies and then suddenly drops. As mechanisms within the machine click back into place, the glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock. That whirling voice ringing in your ears. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Now. No. Really, I should do this. Let's buy some rations. Top up on energy. Okay, so. So I really need to fucking bring this up next time. Okay, I'll be ready for that. And you want old data, okay. Okay. Well, time to end this cycle. Oh boy. I hope y'all are enjoying this game as much as I do. It is very fun. Ooh, now that is okay, so we can get 3 of the Solstein gates if we wanted to. Okay, so first off, we're gonna do this. Actually, no. We're gonna do this. Break that out. And I want to do a little bit of that to get some monies. Yeah, I'll do one of those. It takes down a little bit of my condition, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna need to buy another thing soon, I feel like. Should I buy some scrap? Actually, hang on. No, I know what I need to do. I need to rewire the drone. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so you'll get ship shape over time. And that's just... I'm wondering if I should do one of these. Yeah. Let's try it out. I get some money out of this. Ah, see, that's nice, okay. And then I can just do this little thing. No, which one was the one? This one? Nope. Oh, no, one of these were the one. Yep, there we go. Extract that data. Time data, very nice, good. Okay. Okay, so I'm out of that. I can go get some fungal stuff from Memphis. Get that set up. Get my energy up. And I can also go here. Sell some more of that. Nice. Alright. Is there anything else I need to do, really? Yeah, I can give you one of those. Oh, nice. So how much do we have 70 now. We can almost buy another thing. Another stabilizer. But we're going to end the cycle. I feel like we're going to get the person who's tracking us is going to find us, and it's going to be fun. Ooh. Okay, so one of those two is going to be going into the Solheim gates. The 4... I might put, first off, let's do some more of this. Yep. Nice. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that again. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now here, do I want to do that there, or nice, okay, now, do I want to try to get into the low end? That's 60 fucking credits. I ain't getting into low end yet. We could buy some scrap, but I don't want to. I do want to do that though. Actually, you know what? No. No. We're gonna do this. Try to get the tracker off of us. So that's the 2. Okay. Alright, we got that one. And that's the 4 right here? Oh, that's the 3. That's the 4. Yeah, that's the 4. Nice. So all I gotta do is that one now. Okay. Nice. It's more money. Nice. As you enter the bay, Fing is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blinking out of the dark in staccato rhythms, unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads! Fing's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on a metal casing. These snaky shitheads! Sleeper! Fing's smiling head pops out from behind a stack. Just the emulated consciousness I've been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the thumbing stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fing is sat in front of a set of monitors mounted into a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fing waves at a monitor to his side. Glowing with pale lists of information, you lean closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the markers of institutional records. People? People, yes, but whose people? Solheim? Bingo! He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in. All employees of the Eye's original owners. And, he leans past you, scrolling the list down. This is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with a finger. The name reads, Hardin Hurst. Friend of yours? Finks gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Sleeper. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Havenage. He waits for your reaction. In Havenage? That's it. He's right here on the station now. Finn leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a... Fang leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Fang raises his eyebrows at you. Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out to were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept a profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Palladium Rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back into Solheim. How do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Fang turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships, they breathed Solheim air, and slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice rises as he speaks, his hands fists on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow thousands and thousands of cycles later is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. Surely it can't be him. Fang relaxes a little. Who knows? He turns to you and smiles. So we are going to find out. Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back around the eye from here. Fang brings up a map of the lower eye. Havenage might be born out of Erland's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happened to float to the top. Fang zooms in on the far yards. Fang grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Fing holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardin Hurst. He hands it over. Getting into that compound might be tricky. Fang puts a hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Fang grins. If you can extract yourself a Havenage cipher from a Havenage agent, then they sometimes carry them among their data caches, you can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You'll never even need to go near the shipyards. So what do you say? What's in it for me? Reading out a corrupt snake not enough? Find the information, I'll start work on that tracker of yours. Fang scratches at his chin. Anything the worm gets, it'll send back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. Okay. You leave Fang digging through data among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems, looking for new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pockets. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly past. Alrighty. Oh, man. Well, this is quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. I'm trying to figure out if we need to do anything else before we end the cycle. Let's go ahead and end the cycle. We've got 3 more cycles before we get to the hunted. We got a pretty good roll this time. Maybe we can finish the winter light. Maybe do a bit more salvage. I need a 3 to get the last Solheim thing. I want to do some of this. Actually, you know what? I might focus on that. So first off, let's get some foods. Give me some fungus. Grazie. Alright. Now, do we want to... no, we need to finish this. Yeah. Okay, well, let's... Didn't mean to do that. Nice. Nice. Now, real quick, what we got here? Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, nice. I lost an energy though. Oh, that's not good. Jeez, I've got so much shit to do. Okay. Do I want to get the data done? No. Alright. It's almost giving me enough to be able to do that. Okay, so let's go here. Start that. Nice. Okay, that gives me good energy. Should I go buy the thing now? Or should I wait? Fuck it, I'll buy it. I've almost got 200. Oh. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Tashiro's gaze, glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer vial, clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand and a thin film marked with the holes and sigils unrolls from around the vial. At one end it has a hard metal strip, a handle. Inspect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is perforated with an ornate pattern of holes. You can make out a word among the markings. Passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you see a set of numbers imprinted onto it. 207F. And then crudely scratched into the handle at some later date, low end. For a moment you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, and then quickly think better of it. Did Sabine want you to have this, or is Toshiro passing on a message? Time to head to the low end to find out. Oh, I got an upgrade point. Now, since I have a feeling I'm about to get kicked out, because I feel like if I complete either one of these, it's gonna kick me out. So I want to do this one, but I want to see both, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna get kicked out, I feel like. So what's this one? Engage. Okay. Ooh, hell yeah. Gain energy after any engage action? Hell yeah. I'm not gonna input the stabilizer yet. Gonna wait a little bit. Alrighty. Now. Okay, I just want to see what happens when I finish this one. Nothing, okay. Oh no, I can't do that one. No. Oh well. Shit. The final pieces of the winter lights sit in neat piles waiting for the collection shuttle from Havenage. Dragos managed to sell the remaining pieces to the shipyard, a fact that's hard to forget as he has been telling you about it for the past 2 cycles, and all that remains is for Havenage to come collect. You look around at the yard, transformed from when you first arrived. The mostly repaired drones flit back and forth, no longer buzzing unevenly or lost in dark corners, and the scrap is sectioned, sorted. The system that you and Dragos have put into place over the past cycles paying off. As you look, you notice the glow of pale light from the office by the entrance, the rundown cab of a building which houses all the records and spare equipment. Dragos must be inside, and you get to your feet and walk over to find out when the shipyard collection crew will be here. Walk in. You swing open the door and Dragos flinches. Sleeper! Haven't it here yet? He busies himself at the desk. The shipyards told me they'd be here soon, then they'll hand over the chits and we are set. He writes something with a stylus on the slate, then shuts it off. Of course, we should talk about a bonus. He stands and turns to face you, his face placid. Look, I don't know when the next job is coming in, but this should tide you over for now. He opens his hand to reveal a stack of chits. What's going on here? I said it's a bonus, take it. Dragos presses the chits into your hand. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up, clears his throat, and you realize he has prepared what he is about to say. These chits are for you to take and do what you will with them. They are from me, and they are the last I'm going to give you. There's no more work for a sleeper in this yard. He folds his arm. I'm sorry, but that's it. You stay in the container as long as you need, but the yard is done with you. He turns away to his terminal. I need to work. There's plenty of work to be had on the ice. Salvagers need offloads in the rotunda. There's the shipyard, the midline. I'm not the only show in town. The glass apertures on Dragos' headset portray no emotion. You need to stay away, sleeper. He pauses, considering his words. Trouble's going to follow you here, trust me. What do you know? Dragos kicks at the floor, frustrated with himself. I'll not be saying any more, sleeper. Dragos suddenly grabs you by the shoulder and drags you out of his office into the yard. He turns you to face a stack of pieces from the winter light, dissected, cut down, totally unrecognizable as a ship. You came through that, sleeper. That should have been you, chopped and stacked. His hand trembles on your shoulder. That is what happens here. We cut down broken machines and move them on. Well, I didn't cut you down, but I'm sure as hell moving you on. Moving you on before whoever killed that ship on there comes to kill me. Kill you? Kill both of us, he shakes his head. These ships, they didn't get commissioned. They didn't down in dry dock. Think they'd let... You think they'd look like that if they did? Someone ended them. That means someone tried to end you, Sleeper. And I'm done waiting for them to turn up. We've had our fun, now it's time. He gives you a little shove. Go on. He turns and walks back to his office. That's it, he shouts and goes inside. The silence hangs in the air and you leave, with your pockets filled with clinking chits and a strangely hollow feeling in your chest. Aww, Dragos. Oh, what was the drive I failed? Oh, study the winter light. Oh, damn, okay. Damn, okay, that's fine. Alright, so where should I go now? I need to get to low end, but I want to get more crits. I don't want to set up the bar yet. Should I do one of these? Nice. And I guess I'll do this as well. Ooh. Well, it gave me a random scrap item. I guess that's good. Nice. And I think... Ooh. New ship. Ew. Hackle. Well, I couldn't do that anyway. And I don't want to buy any stuff from there yet. So I think I'm just gonna... Gonna go ahead and end the cycle. Alright. Ooh, starving. That ain't good. Okay. So we're gonna go up here. Oh, this will finish off that, okay. Nice. And then I'll go here. And I'll buy a couple of rations just to fill up all the way. And I will also do that. Start making some more money. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll pay the low end toll. Yeah. Sleeper. Memphis calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you, cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. He paused. Spice is rich in your nostrils, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell, Memphis. You look at Memphis, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps you would enjoy a strange story, something with some spice. Do we tell him a ghost story or a story about our dreams? A ghost story or a story about our dreams? What do you think, Balbo? I know you're still there. Alrighty, so let's see here. I think we should tell him a story about Balbo. Ghost story or dreams? What do you think? I'm thinking. Oh no, I don't know what I want to do. Can go with dreams. All the sleepers, you tell Infus, had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorms scream or cry out in the night. But your dreams, those gray skeletal after images of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned back then to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps you reason it is just some side effect or particular quality of the frame you inhabit. Whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Infus finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he is trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Infus passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks, a natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the empty market. My time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you any longer, so I will make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind the stalls. These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think. A couple of cycles ago, they said that across the gap in the greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard this? No. Neither have I, but I trust the one who told me. Infus begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I am sure a storyteller like you can handle the trip. I will prepare them for now, for you. And if you wish to tell me, be the audience for another story. Agreed. Good, booms Infus. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Infus slides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Infus's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food, you think. A trade that seems more than fair. Alrighty, let's see here. So I can go down to low end, I can do the apartment. I'm gonna have to do those things before I end the cycle. I can't go back to Dragos, which sucks. What can I do here? I can do another risky. That's good. Okay. Then I can... Can I do anything here? I can do that. Get some more good service in the Overlook. Yeah. No good service. Okay. Didn't get any good service then. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't want good service anyway. Can I do anything here? No, that's too risky. Let's go to the cloud. What did I need for this? I need a 3. Let's try this hunter's nest too. Let's see what that's got for us. Oh, I got the Rupal Worm and the hunter's data. Okay. I'll leave now. I can't do anything there. I don't want to do anything there yet. I'll bring this. Give you the data. Nice. Okay, now we gotta do these two. Low end. Play Tavla or block maintenance, and that gives me opening to the low end. Okay. Unit 207. Just gotta put that there. How long have I been streaming for? Okay. I'll do this and then we'll call it, or I'll do the apartment. I'll end the cycle, and then on the next cycle, I'll call it. That'll give us 2 more cycles before we have to deal with the hunter that's coming for us. The bounty hunter, whatever. As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellowing plastic panels, the curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects, indistinct in the dull lighting. Ugh. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Inspect the surfaces. Smudges through the thin layer of dust suggest a recent rare and hurried visit. The trace of a path to the water dispenser, the auto wash, then to the cabinet. Okay. Doorway. You cross the creme utility room with its auto wash dispensers, water closet towards the... Through the doorway is a dark, warm room. It's lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. Inspect the room. A bunk is tucked into the walls, the blankets ruffled. A wall desk glitters with rows of vials and containers. A briefcase lab sits open, loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, and controlled. As you approach, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper! Sabine's voice shakily echoes throughout the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be there. I have had to make alternate arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare to show my face. Something is happening within Yatagan. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask you. I want you to get me out. Yatagan were supposed to hide me, to protect me. Even after everything happened, I was desperate. And then after that, I was too tired to care. A noise like waves passes over the recording. but I'm done with them now. I want out. Screw the debt. But I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information. And as you know, you need me. A pause. Something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know sleepers. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yadigan's noose around my neck. Get me data, get me information, give me something I can use against Yadigan. Then I can get out and you can get what you need, please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal, I'll get it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at the desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts to static, filling the room with its white hiss. Then silence. You sit in front of the humming terminal and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from? Who does Sabine need to hide from, and what debt do they owe to Yadigan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase lab on the desk, its glassware glinting in the dark. You turn away and leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice a scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yadigan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Oh no. Okay. Well, I am going to... Ooh, next cycle. Alright. I'm gonna hit the stabilizer. Get that hooked up. I should have did that before. I didn't. Oh god. Run. Fuck. Hold it there, sleeper. Comes a voice from behind you. Don't run. A strike across your back knocks your face down to the floor. I told you not to run. Pulls up. He is wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket, and you immediately know he has terrible news. You got all the way out. You got all the way out here and then stayed put. He laughed a cruel laugh. That a sleeper thing. You're my first. You barely hear him. You notice the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off of it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off of god-forsaken moons. He splits the ring into two perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrist. Go easy. You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you to watch the rings. You spin, knocking him away and sprinting down the corridor. Then the shot rings out. Echoes off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. A bullet hole smokes in the wall beside your head. You freeze and Ethan closes the gap. This is a very boring routine, trust me. I've seen it all before. He slips the rings over your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home, he whistles, going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. We can work this out. Can we? I don't see much in the way of assets in your possession. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all this way out here just to head back to S&R right away. That tracker of yours makes this too quick. Was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? A running battle through the bright market maybe, or a holdout in the low end? There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. He walks on in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That Essen Arbor tracker will be the death of you. Hey, I got an idea, interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship we stop for a drink? I'm buying. He laughs at his own joke. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and then try to jump me, because I'm tired of that. Although, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems, and we are heading for the exit. He pauses, and you trudge on in the silence. Okay, here's the idea. You and me, we make a little arrangement. Here are the terms. He turns to face you. You run, or leave, or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, he smiles, you come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab. I don't shoot you. He pauses. You don't pay my tab, he rattles his handgun. You get the idea. I get it. Okay, then that sounds good to me. Like a deal. He stretches. You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you. This is so much better. He clicks something at his belt, and the ring releases from your wrist. I'm going to see if I can find my old stole at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. Oh no. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? Alrighty. Well then. I'm gonna go ahead and quit menu. Yeah. Alright, gonna go over there. Well, thank you everyone for watching. This is a fun game and I can't wait to play more of it soon. I'll probably be alternating between this and Subnautica on Thursdays. So next Thursday it'll be either Citizen Sleeper or Subnautica. One of those. But I'll see y'all in the next one, and be expecting some videos uploaded soon, because I'm gonna get work on those as well. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.